Hello there, listeners. Here is Maya speaking. This time sitting in my car. I just came back from Nahariya. I was walking there for quite a long time this evening in the main street, holding a big sign written, "Every day that passes without a deal is a death sentence to our hostages, sisters, and brothers." I was doing that. I was walking in the street with this sign because this morning the news report about six dead hostages bodies that was found in the Hamas tunnels in Gaza. Yeah, I think I was very emotioned by that. First because it's terrible thing. It's really a terrible thing, and those people could have been here alive if the Israeli government um, will give up, would have give up some things for a hostages deal. Those people could have been here alive now, yes, and now they're here dead. And yeah, one of those. Yesterday, I was also in a protest for the hostages, and a person was standing by me with a picture of one of the people that today found death. That was also um, like rise up lots of emotion within me, and also one of the sisters that was found dead, who is Carmel Gat. And I heard about her, some of the hostages that came back in the preview hostages deal, told that they met her there, and she was a yoga teacher, and they said that she was trying to support the hostages with teaching mindfulness and meditation and breathing techniques, and now she's dead because there is no hostages deal. So yeah, it was important to me to just bring in very clear light into the public space the fact that every day that passes away without a hostages deal is a death sentence to our hostages brothers and sisters. I think it was my little doing for the for promoting the support in hostages deal within the Israeli mindset. Um, I think the general Israeli mindset is supporting hostages deal by now. I think this is a majority of people that support hostages deal. Also, I read in the news that the Minister of Security and the head of the Mossad, the Israeli secret agent, supporting giving up certain things in order to bring back the hostages. But yeah, Prime Minister Netanyahu and the extreme right-wing people in the government are pushing to prevent that in order to give nothing for the hostages, and will with that preventing hostages deal and sentence those people to death. Um, yeah, quite horrifying how very small amount of people hold such extreme power that they can prevent the returning of those hostages back home. Um, yeah, but this is not what I wanted to speak about today. Actually, I wanted to focus about a thing that I saw that was very frustrating for me to see, because I wasn't going to Nahariya by myself. I was going there because there was invitation for a protest for promoting hostages deal. So I went there, and I was quite frustrated to see how the thing went. There was the protest looked like quite big, I guess, like, but not giant, but quite big amount of people standing in a big crowd, standing very crowdy, and very like separate from the general public that was walking in the city. They stand near the mall in the main junction of the city, holding lots of flags, looking like kind of like very militaristic kind of appearance, if you ask me, with all of those flags, and shouting in the speaker, mostly speaking about the government, and blame the government, and the blame is upon Netanyahu, and Netanyahu is a murderer, and calling to block roads and block everything, and yeah, lots of speaking about blaming and politic kind of speaking, like about promoting elections, etc. Um, and calling to block roads and strike and stuff like this. And the thing is, and I think it's a message that is very important to me to pass to people that are going to those big protests and to the people that are organizing those big protests. If you speaking about blame, and if you speaking about certain people names, and if you calling to block roads, and if you stand in big crowd holding flags together with like signs that separate you from the general public, in this way you make the general public think, oh, those people are different than me. They are the other camp. I do not belong to them. I belong to my camp, you know? It's make them think, oh, those people are left-wing people. Those people are anarchist people. They are just against the government no matter what. They just don't like Netanyahu. Those kind of stuff. And when a person passes by this protest and think those kind of thought, that those people are against me, they're like the different side than me, so he think, well, if they support hostages deal, then I am rejecting hostages deal. And in this way, you losing the public support in a hostages deal. And this is like the complete opposite than what, I don't know, than what I was trying to do while going to Daytonaria. I wanted to make people support hostages deal, and I saw this big protest connecting the idea of a hostages deal with the idea of calling for election, and the idea of sending Netanyahu to prison, and all those kind of different idea, mixing them all and creating damage, because in this way people cannot connect with the idea of promoting hostages deal. And I do think that if you look clearly only upon that, you get really big majority public support in the idea um, of agree to settle with Hamas upon stuff in order to get those people back. Yeah, I don't know. I can tell you, I was walking in the city. When I went far from the protest, people were like telling me, yeah, I'm agree with you. Yes, you're right. And when I came close to the protest, people were like, oh, you left wing. You only hate Bibi. You only hate Netanyahu and stuff like this. Really, I could really clearly see that when I went away from the big protest. Yeah. So my message was understood and accepted and affecting people. And when I went close to the big protest, it didn't. It made the other effect. So I have a few recommends about that. So first, focus the protesting about specific thing. Yeah, don't mix subjects so much. And right now, focus them on bringing the hostages back, because this is, I think, the most important thing. Second, do not call to blocking roads. It doesn't work. Blocking roads does not work in bringing more public support in the idea of the hostages deal. It's doing the other way. It's doing the otherwise. It's making people connect the idea of hostages deal with ideas that they're not agreeing on and behavior that they find violent. Yeah, and in this way, it's pushing away the support of hostages deal from the Israeli general mindset. So yeah, that's my recommend to the people that are organizing the or active in organizing the protesting. And my idea to just general people that want to do effect is just walk with a sign in the street. It's if you want to pass a message, it's better to walk by yourself in the street with the sign. More people will put their attention on you. People will be more easy with agreeing with you, and your message will just sink in the general mindset better. So yeah, just go in the street with a sign, show it to people. It's better than going to big crowdy protest, I think. And the third thing that I want to recommend is to the people that don't like those protests, that are supporting the government, that are supporting Netanyahu, that are supporting the what I call the government trying to take power over court. That I don't know, all the people that see those protests and don't like them. Okay, so okay, you don't like them, you don't agree with other things that they say, but will you please make the conscious effort of trying to separate those all of those things that they say that you don't like from the idea of releasing the hostages? Because those hostages are our brothers and sisters. They are all of us brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter if you going to the protest or not going to the protest. It doesn't matter who you vote in the election. Um, Six of your brothers and sisters died today. Uh, and it's supposed to be everyone's interest in bringing those people back. So yeah, maybe try to not attach this idea with those protests that you don't like. That's my recommend in order to see more living brothers and sisters coming back to us and less dead brothers and sisters coming back to us. Yeah. Thank you, listeners, for listening. Bless us all.